Yay Networks.
I can, chew gum in class.
But why do you need to chew gum in class?
It helps me focus.
Oh, okay.
I can have a fidget in my hand when other kids,
Well, that's something that we've worked in through your IEP, right? Things that may help you stay focused, which otherwise might distract other kids, right? Like some other kids don't need fidgets. Like I personally love my fidget. I have a Slinky. You know that. I love my Slinky. No one can take my Slinky. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Happily Ever Amber podcast. I am so excited to be here with you today. And on today's episode, I have a very, very, very special guest. She is my daughter, my eldest daughter, London. She is 13 years old. She is in 8th grade. And today's episode, we are going to cover all things when it comes to navigating middle school life, getting to know one another, like how well do you know mommy and how well does mommy know you? What it's like to be neurodivergent, navigating middle school life, talking about how to advocate for yourself, and so much more. So without further ado, I hope you enjoyed this episode. And this is a great episode that if you have children who are neurodivergent, there's some really interesting things from the perspective of a kiddo who faces these challenges every day. So enjoy the episode. Thank you so much for coming on Mom's podcast. I know. It's weird, right? I know, but you're doing a great job. So, London, tell me about life, because middle school life.
It's not the funnest.
Really?
I'm going to be really straightforward.
How? What is... Okay, let's talk about what you love about middle school. What is something that you really enjoy this year?
I don't know.
The teachers, what you're learning.
The teachers.
And what about the teachers do you love?
Each teacher, because I have, some teachers who are, really happy, and then I have some teachers who are, not, mean, but, strict and stuff.
Yeah. They have, strict boundaries?
Yeah, so that's,
Okay.
I don't know.
What about, because you're at a new school now this year, and why don't you talk about that? How's your new school going?
It's going okay.
Yeah?
I just don't like people, talking behind my back. It's not very nice.
Does that happen a lot in middle school?
Yes.
Yeah.
And drama and gossip and backstabbing and people. It's it's not fun.
But Mom has given you a lot of tools to help manage, right? When people say not nice things, because people sometimes cannot be nice. So what are some of the things that I've taught you what tools have you used that has helped you deal with kids that might not be nice, say mean things?
I mean, it depends on, what the person said to me. Because if it's, about me or about, anyone, then I'll just, either walk away or I'll just be shut your trap and walk away.
Yeah, you got to stick up for yourself and you have to have boundaries, right? But you could be nice and firm about it, because being mean back is not necessarily the right answer. Even though you want to, and it's sometimes really hard to control, how the way someone makes you feel. I know recently Dr. Heather gave you a piece of advice that I love. Do you remember what that is?
Okay.
So let's talk about it. What does that look like?
When someone says something mean to you, you just say okay instead of exploding on them.
Have you tried that at school?
No, because no one has really said anything.
Good.
I just walk away.
You just walk away? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's better. Some people really like to poke at other kids, and it's not nice. And I'm sure there are a lot of kids out there that can relate to having to deal with that. But then you also have made some great new friends this year. You're like the queen of moving schools and making good friends.
I've moved a lot.
I know, and that's okay. Mom moved a lot too. I went to 2 different elementary schools, 2 different middle schools, and 2 different high schools. That's 6 different schools. finding the right school that fits you is so important. There's no one school that's going to have all of the things that we need to help your learning differences.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people out there that learn differently. Your mom being one of them.
Well, most of the time, people just make fun of me for it. Or call me, like... Because, like, there's, like... Well, not, like... Because there's, like... I know, like, at my new school, there's, like, special classes and stuff like that. But, like, if you're in the special classes, then you're, like, considered, like, not smart. Which I think is kind of stupid. That's why I don't like how people... That's why I don't like schools that, like, put, like, honors and high honors. And I just think it's, like, oh, like, really stupid.
Yeah.
Like, there's no point in high honors. Like, what are you trying to show everyone that, like, those kids are better than everyone else or what?
Well, I don't think the point of honors classes is to separate kids and make kids more important or special, whether you are taking
like,
an AP.
It feels that way.
It does.
Like, like I went to a school where there is honors and high honors and highly accelerated. It's like, I thought it was kind of annoying because you're not only making everyone else feel stupid, but you're making me feel dumb. It's really, really annoying.
Do you realize that you learn differently, and that's okay? We've talked about this for years. This is not something new. This is not something you are so brilliant and unique, and you learn at your own pace. And I am so proud of you for your resilience and your effort and not giving up and your flexibility. And I'm going to cry because just thinking about it, like I am so proud to be your mom. I really am. And you actually have taught me so much about life that I didn't even know was possible. Like when you become a parent, you're supposed to be teaching them, right? But that doesn't happen.
I teach you more than you teach me.
I would say so. I think
I like, because like I'm very good at like when you say, I don't know, like in like different like times, like I'll say something and you'll be like, I didn't know that. Whatever.
London, you are so good at makeup. You're really talented in that way. And that's a gift. And it's all about finding your unique gift that you could offer and share to the world. And that is something that I know you and I have been really trying to figure out. So who are some of the people that you love watching on like YouTube tutorials, right? Because that's what you watch a lot.
Like James Charles.
James Charles.
Sometimes I watch him. Jeffree Star, I like him.
You've been using a lot of my Halsey makeup. That blue, that stuff is so... Halsey has got a great...
Halsey's like makeup stuff. I don't know who else I don't know anyone else.
Do you think that's something that you want to pursue as you get older?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. So do you want to talk about Halloween?
Yeah.
What are we doing for Halloween? First of all, do you have your Halloween costume?
Yeah, I do.
What are you going to be for Halloween?
A bloody baseball player.
A bloody baseball player.
Because before, I was going to be a Euphoria cheerleader, and then you said I shouldn't, so.
Yeah, that was a little too scandalous for me. We're not there yet.
When
you're 25, you could be a Euphoria cheerleader. You're 13, you're not going to be a Euphoria cheerleader. We could do like fun baseball player, like remember that one year I did the zipper face?
I did do zipper face.
How cool was that?
It was cool, but it hurt a lot to take off.
Yeah.
It ripped my skin.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Yeah, because it's glued to your face and didn't feel very
What
good.
should I be for Halloween? Because I don't have a Halloween costume yet.
You should
I think I was a hot mess last year or the year before.
Yeah, you were a hot mess.
I had to find those photos. Those are great. I want to go back to something that's really important to people who might be listening, who have children who are neurodivergent or are autistic. I want you to share with me what life is like, however you feel is like comfortable. Like what is life like for you being neurodivergent? Like what does it mean to you to be neurodivergent?
I get special treatment.
Oh my
I get special treatment.
In what way?
I get like I can like chew gum in class when other kids like can't. I can like.
But why do you need to chew gum in class? Like
It
what?
helps me focus.
Oh, okay.
I can have a fidget in my hand when other kids like.
Well, that's something that we've worked in through your IEP. Things that may help you stay focused, which otherwise might distract other kids. Some other kids don't need fidgets. Like I personally love my fidget. I have a Slinky. You know that. I love my Slinky. No one can take my Slinky. We talk a lot about what your superpower is. Do you want to share with us what your superpower is? Because everyone has a superpower.
My superpower is calling people out
On what?
on their BS.
Yep. You have this gift, and I don't know where it came from.
I don't know either.
You could just see through people.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, that is like going to take you so far in life, right? When it comes
I see
to
right through people.
relationships, dating, business.
I like when I go to like not like when I go to like like bar mitzvahs and stuff like that. Like, I see right through those people.
Yeah, and
If they're mean, if they're like pick me, if they're like any of those.
yeah, and I noticed that as you've gotten older, you kind of just say things how they are. Like you kind of just like say the elephant in the room, which I love. Like that is such a great trait to have because a lot of time there's so much people are just like not saying the truth or just not speaking their truth, and you do that. And
I don't really know like when I say like the truth, like I don't really remember like any like
Oh, but Jeff and I have definitely been pointing out. We're like, that's your superpower. You just did it again. That is amazing. Or you say like you put these ideas, like you form these ideas that are just really, really like brilliant, right? When it comes to like just all sorts of different topics that, and you give these interesting facts that I'm like, where did she learn that? You know? And I love that. And I think that's part of—
Wait, what do you mean interesting facts?
Like you just bring things up that are so beyond your age, like, and development that I think that's one of your superpowers.
Like, what do you mean? Like, name like a time that I've done that because I don't really know.
No, when you say like, when you walk into a room or someone is just like, a situation happened and you're able to really see from an aerial view what is really going on when people are just kind of dancing around what the truth is. Does that make sense? You're really good at that. I wonder do you do that with your friends too?
No.
It's probably a lot different with your peers than it is. So for any kids that are either entering middle school as a 6th grader or coming into 8th grade next year, what advice would you give them?
Stay away from drama. Do not get yourself involved with drama. Don't. Just like, no. Just no.
What are some of the things that you think kids could do to help?
Just stay away from it.
But
if it doesn't involve you, don't. It's not your problem.
That is great advice. See, that's your superpower. That's like something a therapist would say.
If it doesn't involve you, just like it's not your freaking problem. Like
Right.
It really isn't.
I love that.
Like if your name is not brought up, if it doesn't like for instance like at school when people like when there's drama and they don't say, oh, London did so and so, I'm like, or like they don't say my name, I'm just like, okay.
You stay out of it, right?
Stay out of it because there's no point.
Did you not sleep last night?
Huh? No.
I love that. You want to talk about that? Go ahead. You can. Let's share. What is that? Do you want me to share the story?
Yeah.
Okay. So a couple weeks ago, London came to me and she was like, I want to buy something on Amazon. And I was distracted. I was like, no, you're not buying anything else on Amazon. Like, stop asking to buy stuff. Like, you have an Amazon addiction, just so you know.
I know.
And you're like, please, it's $21. Can I please? I'm like, oh my gosh, let me see this bracelet for $21 that you want to buy. And I was just not in the mood to hear this. But I was like, okay, let me just look at the bracelet. Next thing you know, you came to me and you showed me this amazing bracelet. And I actually was really I was really proud of your ability to know that that could be useful in your life. Why? So on that bracelet, right, on the other side of the bracelet
Yeah.
is what?
Is my name and my mom and dad's phone number.
Okay. And why is that important to you?
Because, like,
Oh, there's a yawn. That's 3.
Because, like, when I don't know, like, my parents' numbers or, like, when I'm having anxiety, I'll just, like, look at this and I'll, like, put in my parents' numbers or whatever.
Can you talk about your anxiety a little bit and how it shows up for you in your life?
When I'm in, like, doing, like, plays at school or, like, I don't really know, like, reading in front of people, I hate that. Or coming up to the board at school, because sometimes, like, my teacher makes us do that. That's when my anxiety shows. Or when I'm walking the halls and I see someone I don't like, or I see someone that I have, like, problems with. That's when, like, I'm just like, yeah.
How long have you had anxiety? I mean, I know how long you've had anxiety, but for the people who are watching, how long have you felt?
Since, like, kindergarten?
You're right.
Since, like, since kindergarten.
And something that I love and I always share with you when it comes to anxiety, because I also have anxiety.
But not as bad as I.
Yeah, everyone experiences it very differently. Your anxiety shows up a lot more in your life. But we have done a lot of really great things to continue to heal from our anxiety, right? And that's something that Mom always says is that we're healing from our anxiety. We're not suffering from anxiety, because it's such a great time to live in this world where we have, different tools and therapies and medication to help us navigate something that can be a little bit overwhelming and feel bigger than us, where it becomes unmanageable. So what is something in your life, what everyday tool do you use in your life to help manage your anxiety that might be helpful for other kids out there who have anxiety?
Listen to music. That's what I do in class. I listen to music. I do my work. I try, because I a habit that, like, I used to have was checking the time every 2 seconds.
So
that gives me anxiety.
Checking the time? Because one of the things that
every 2 seconds, yeah.
Knowing that when class is going to end, I think that's a big thing that I didn't know. So when you're sitting in class, you have a hard time knowing when the class is going to end.
Yeah.
And that...
No, because I asked one of my teachers and she said she's not going to keep telling me anymore. I was like, okay.
So what can someone do if they have anxiety about... So for some kids, 10 minutes feels like an hour, right?
Yeah, it does feel like an hour, like 10 minutes.
When you have no perception of time.
Yeah.
So is there something else that you could do to understand, like, how long a duration of an activity or a class, or when Mom says, okay, 30 minutes and we're leaving, for someone who might not understand what that 30 minutes or time frame is?
I don't know. Like, I don't really know how to, like, explain it.
What about a watch? A timer?
Or, like, if you have, like, an Apple Watch, wear it every day. That's, like...
Or a Fitbit or any sort of watch, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of kids' watches that could help. Okay, London, what is a tool that you use outside of the classroom that helps manage your anxiety? When you call me, right, and you're at Dad's house or you're out and I'm not there to help get you through a moment that feels really heavy, what is something that I do?
You do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And what does that look like?
5 things you can see.
5 things you could see. It's 5 things you could see.
So tired.
4 things you could what?
4 things you could hear.
Yep.
And then smell and taste, I think.
Yep. Does that one help you a lot?
Sometimes. It depends. But I don't know how to do it on my own. Because
when you're in the moment, it feels like...
I sometimes, like, I get really dizzy.
Do you?
Yeah, or I remember on, like, my first day at school, I, like, wanted to throw up because, like, I made myself sick.
Yeah. And what about breathing? Like for little kids, right? Remember like some of the things that we used to do is like you smell the roses and do what?
Blow out the candles.
Yeah. Right. Remember we used to do that one a lot?
Smell the roses.
Yep. Okay. Now I want to play a game with you because I love games. And I never get you on my couch to hang out with me, except today. This is a very big day. This is a very big day, guys. Lennon is hanging out with me, okay? My middle school child is hanging out with me. Let's play How Well Do I Know My Mother and How Well Do I Know My Daughter?
Should I go first?
Sure, go ahead. Ask me anything. That's appropriate.
Who is my childhood best friend?
Oh.
Who's my childhood best friend? Who did I hang out with the most?
I would say a adorable girl named Eva. That was your childhood best friend.
Childhood best friend.
Yeah.
Where is she?
I don't know. I think she moved.
Again?
Okay. Next question.
Oh my God.
Next question. Or do you want me to ask you a question?
You asked me a question. Ask me a hard question.
What's my middle name?
Cherie.
Ding, 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 ding. Okay, good.
What was my third grade teacher's name?
Ooh. Miss Biller? Was it Miss Biller?
I don't think it was. Maybe. I don't know.
I think.
I think it was her.
I think it was her. Okay. What's my favorite food?
You like everything. So, no one you didn't get Mexican food.
Thank you.
You and Alana.
Gracias, señorita. Yes, Mexican food. I love Mexican food.
I'm gonna ask you a question now.
Okay.
Who is my celebrity crush? Like, who's my celebrity crush currently?
Oh, currently?
Currently.
Oh boy. It's probably someone from
I talk about this all the time.
Riverdale?
No.
Okay. What's the other show you watch? Outer Banks?
No. How do you not know this? I talk about this all the time.
Really?
Yes. And you hear me say it. I'm like, oh, this so-and-so is so good.
Who?
I can't tell you.
Drake?
What? Drake? No.
Who? Who's your celebrity crush?
I guess.
I
It's from a TV show that I watch all the time. And
it's either Outer Banks or
No, there's another one that I watch. And I
don't know.
Me and Elena watched it.
Dance Moms?
No.
I don't know.
Oh my God. I watched this with Elena. I literally watched
I don't remember. Oh, The Summer I Turned Pretty.
Yes.
Yes.
But who?
I don't know. I don't know his name. The Summer I Turned Pretty.
To have a crush on the TV show.
No, the person in the show.
You mean Jeremiah Fisher from Summer I Turned Pretty?
Ooh. Boop. Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming on my podcast. I think we should do this more often.
I'm good.
I love you so much, and I'm so proud of you. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as I did. Having my daughter on was such a joy. Getting to know her a little bit more, a little bit deeper, just to see what's going on in her life today, right? It's 2023. There's so much stuff going on, and to be able to have her share her thoughts and feelings with me makes me feel so good. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And again, it means so much to me if you guys let me know who you guys want to have on the podcast. I have so many great lineups coming up over the next several weeks, but I want to make sure that while I'm building this community, that you guys are very much a part of it, because that is ultimately what I wanted for this podcast. I want to build a village, right? Because let's be honest, it takes a village. And there's so much insight and inspiration, and I want to make sure that I include all of you guys. So please reach out, let me know. I love discovering new people. If there's any topics that I have not hit yet that you guys have questions about, please DM me. Feel free to let us know on all the social platforms. And please don't forget to like, subscribe. You could also find this podcast on YouTube. And most importantly, please share it with your friends. Thank you so much. I will see you next time.
Yay Networks.